Hi, everybody. It's good to see you again for week one. So, hopefully, you finished your orientation packet and are comfortable with this class. If not, let me know. So, this week, key takeaways before you go through all of the activities and assignments for this week. Because remember, you'll have 4 assignments. You annotate the video, you'll do the timeline activity and comment on your peers. You will also complete a journal and a self-inventory at the end. A lot of self-reflection this week. So motivation and a career plan. So what this week is really talking about is reflection, looking at yourself and understanding what you do, how you do it, and what goals that you set in place for what you're going to do. So really what I want to talk about this week is first, what is personality? Personality is a stable set of traits that assist in explaining and predicting an individual's behavior. So once again, stable set of traits that assist in explaining and predicting an individual's behavior. However, the big key for this week is understanding your personality through self-reflection, asking questions like, what are my priorities, especially for my career? Ask who you are as a person. What do you do that you like, what you don't like, careers that you might be interested in, things that aren't even specific to your career, just trying to establish an understanding of self. The second thing I want to understand is professionalism, and our book defines it as workplace behaviors that result in positive business relationships. So we're going to be tackling what those workplace behaviors are. What does that look like in different careers and different workplaces? Because think about this, it's not going to be the same for everybody. There are foundational things that make professionalism the same from place to place. Let's talk about self-efficacy as well. This is a term that's used a lot in our research, is your belief in your ability to perform a task. So do you think that you can get the job that you want? Do you think that you can be successful in your workplace? Do you think that you'll enjoy what you're doing? And if you are unsure of any of those answers, then we have some self-efficacy things that we need to work on. Next that we need to talk about is this 5-3-1 now. And if you remember in your chapter, it talked about a 5-year long-term goal, 3-year, then a 1-year short-term goal, and then a now. So when you're creating things, it's nice to build. So the 5-year goal was obtain a bachelor's degree in accounting. And then you move back, associate degree in accounting was a 3-year goal. Then 1-year goal was pass the appropriate courses, so the semester or the semesters you might be looking at. And then finally, apply for school. So you might be past that, obviously you're here right now. So it's one of those that work backward, do backward design here. Big goal, then scaffold it, kind of create a ladder to that big goal with other small goals. So you have long term, which is 5 to 10 years. And then short term is within a year. So then there's that gap. So then there's that medium amount of goals, which are actually very crucial. So I would consider those kind of short term goals as well. Let's talk about SMART goals. When you create your goals, they need to be SMART. That's an acronym for specific is your S. So clearly identify what exactly you want to accomplish. Make sure that it's clear and articulate. Measurable, can you say, so having the job as a manager was the example in the book, making your goal measurable, identify how you will know. Achievable, keep your goal achievable, not something that's so out of the realm of possibility. Relevant, does it matter to what you want to do? If you can't say yes, then don't do it. And then finally, time-based, that's your T, by 2021, by 2019, whatever you want, by a month, by a week, by a day of the week, something like that. Clearly done. So throughout this week in your assignments, the journal is really asking you to reflect, and only you and I will see that as a student and instructor. Your timeline, I want you to create a timeline, share it with your peers, get their feedback, and interact with all those. Make sure you follow the rubric guidelines for those. But this week, take the time to set up the foundation, start asking those questions. So good luck, and I'll talk to you next week.